Hey, that's Ira, and that's Chris.
How you guys doing?
And it's from the IRB Liss Big Band. We just kicked off the interview segment for the new big band disc called It's About Time. We've been chatting with them for a few minutes. So. From all angles. That's us. We're from all angles. So when you're chatting, keep the level right at about there. I'm going to just kind of set it somewhere when we start talking, and then I'll just leave it alone. So kind of look, if you need to get closer, do so. Okay. Trying to keep it around there. Chris, nice arrangement.
Thank you. How many years ago did you do that?
I have to do math. 1988, 86 maybe?
Yeah.
All right.
Steve.
You ready?
Yeah.
Jazz 88.3 and the new jazz thing. That's Perdido from the Ira B. Liss Big Band Jazz Machine and their new disc, It's About Time. Joining us here live in studio is the leader of the band, Ira B. Liss, and one of the prime arrangers on the new disc, Chris Brayman. Welcome to the new jazz thing, Ira and Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, Ira, it's about time. What took you so long to get a new disc out? I'm being facetious. Having such a long-running big band as you have, that in itself is a great thing that you've kept that band together for so long. But now you've got a new disc out. How did It's About Time come about?
It came about, and I have to give all due credit to my wife,
Excellent.
who bothered me for the last 5 years. Every time she'd go to a show and see us, and she's our biggest fan, my wife Ava, she would say to me, you know, it's about time you did a new disc. You know, you got a great band, and this band's not going to stay around forever. You should do a new one because it's about time. And so when I was putting the album together, I decided, you know, that's going to be the title.
And how long has it been? The big band has had a disc out before, but tell us about that.
Well, this is actually our fourth. And the last disc was in 2002, so it was time.
It was time to do it. So then, this is a band that's been together for how long?
34 years.
34 years, and 4 discs in that time. What are you showcasing on the new disc? It's About Time.
We're showcasing many things, and we have some great guest artists on the album. 5 or 6 guest artists. I can't remember. I should know this.
That's all right.
And some great arrangements by great arrangers, including Chris Brayman, Alan Baylock. We do an original by San Diego native Bill Cantos that Chris arranged. It's a wonderful duet. We do a wide variety of things just to kind of show variety in what we do.
Excellent. So, Chris, we were just kicking things off with Perdido, which is one of your arrangements on the disc. Congratulations on making a fine arrangement of a tune that's been done by a lot of people.
People have a perception about what Perdido's going to sound like.
Right,
so.
they do. So then tell us what your approach to it. What were you thinking about when you were doing Perdido?
You know, just trying to do something different, right? We're every time we approach a standard, it's about trying to add something new, and didn't want to just do it the same old way. And this was done back up in the Bay Area for a band called Full Faith and Credit, and they recorded it, I think, in 1989, something like that.
Wow! So this was something you worked on a while ago.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago, and there's been a lot of kind of career changes in different directions happened since then, and it was just kind of a chance getting together hooking up with Ira here that kind of put a spark back into like doing some of this stuff again. So,
Oh, excellent.
Ira's album is about time, but you know, personally for me, it's got there's some about times in there too.
It's about time to kind of keep going and exploring your musical career, huh?
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I think we'll get into that a little bit more too. But I also want to play some more music, and I want to remind folks that the Big Band Jazz Machine not only has a new disc out, but there's an upcoming place you can hear the band and check out the disc. Ira?
Right, we're doing a CD release concert on August 25th, Sunday night, at Bernardo Winery. And it's going to feature a special guest, a guy who was on the album, none other than the guitarist Dean Brown.
Nice.
From the Brecker Brothers, Dean Brown.
Excellent.
And he's awesome. And we're going to play some of the music that's on the disc, not the whole, not everything, but we're going to give and we have two fine vocalists who are also on the disc,
right.
Janet Hammer and Nathan Fry. They'll be there, and they're also going to do some of their material.
And where can folks find out more information about that? We're going to post a link to that from the jazz88.org blog, but do you have a website where folks can find out more about the
Right,
band?
at bernardowinery.com.
Ah, okay. And that's where they can find out about this show. What about you and the band?
We have our own website. It's bigbandjazzmachine.com. And we also have, if any of you out there are Facebook people, we have a Facebook page. Please go and like us. It's Ira B. Liss, Big Band Jazz Machine.
Excellent. Let's play some more music, okay?
Great.
So I've got Sally O queued up.
Right.
Either of you want to tell me a little bit about this tune?
Yeah, Sally O is a very unusual alto ballad that I acquired about 20 years ago from the composer, who was no longer around, the late Peter Herbolzheimer. And he is a German, was a German composer and band leader, prolific in Germany. And I acquired the music, and I kept it for a long time because I really didn't think I had the band or the soloist yet. And this tune has only been recorded twice before, both times in Europe, never performed nor recorded in the United States, and this is the first time of that. And it features on it the saxophone of one of the most extraordinary alto players in the world today, Eric Marienthal.
Excellent. Well, let's check out a little bit of Sally O. This is from the new Ira B. Liss Big Band Jazz Machine disc, It's About Time. Chris and I are going to be hanging out with us and chatting a little bit more. It's all about the new on the new jazz thing, Jazz 88.3. Okay. And then we were going to end with Glory, Glory, the last tune on the disc. Excellent. Chris, is that another arrangement of yours?
Yeah, actually, composition that Maynard Ferguson brought up together.
All right, cool.
Who's coming?
Hey!
But the real star is Wayne Bergeron.
Yeah, the real star on that one is Wayne Bergeron.
Love that. Gilbert plays on this disc too.
Yes.
Huh? Excellent. All right. All right, we'll be right back.
Kind of emotional.
can you do, at the end of the interview segment, can you do, I'll ask Marcus to do the giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, no worries. I can do it too if you want. Okay.
Yo.
Instead of the hotkey 10, just verbally talk about the happy hour off the yak sheet. I don't think that's going to transfer in time.
Blah, 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 blah. Happy hour's not on the yak. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
right there. You're
No.
looking at it.
That's the... Oh, sorry. Thanks. Yeah, that's no problem.
All right, thanks.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah. I want to say something about the band. I want to say something about the guys in the band.
Jazz 88.3 and music from the Ira B. Liss Big Band Jazz Machine and their new disc, It's About Time, and that's a tune called Sally O. Joining us here in studio is the founder of the Ira B. Liss Big Band, Ira B. Liss, and an arranger on the disc, Chris Brayman. Chris and Ira, thanks for hanging out tonight with us on the new jazz thing.
Oh yeah, awesome.
So that was you were mentioning about Eric Marienthal. He played really nicely on that tune.
Yeah, that's some great playing, and he actually worked twice with us last year. We did 2 live shows with Eric, and I thought it would be great to see if he would be into doing a recording with us, and it was wonderful to have him, and he made a great contribution.
Excellent. Well, tell us about the members of the Big Band Jazz Machine. It's a band that has been in, I think, various various lineups through the years, but an ongoing thing. Tell us about the members of the Big Band Jazz Machine.
I can tell you this: it basically, to do a project like this, it takes a village, and I happen to have a pretty big village, and I have great musicians, and it's because of them that this album is so good. I want to make that really clear that these guys are, and men and women, are very, very committed to playing this kind of music at this kind of level.
Yeah. And tell us a little bit about the working arrangement of this band. Is it a band that plays often together, or do you kind of pull them in when the need arises, or you've got something like this that you're wanting to do?
No, it's a regular band. We rehearse every other week, and we go out. And
do you have open rehearsals, or?
Sure.
I've seen some of that, with open rehearsals of big bands that have been very cool to kind of see the working of a band. I'm trying to think of someone was doing that down at Tango del Rey for a while, but you could see the band rehearsing, or up at the Elks Lodge. It was another band, but I like that concept of being able to watch the.
A lot of those big bands are rehearsal bands, and that's all they do. They get together and they play every week, and I don't know if they do anything more than that.
Right,
and
right,
we kind of do more than that.
Excellent.
We play out live, and of course do recordings, and we play a much harder style of jazz than a lot of bands. The material is challenging.
Right. So, Chris, tell us a little bit about how you met and got working with Ira, because I don't think we talked about that.
I'd like to hear Ira's take on that, but from the way it's evolved into my head is, when I was living up in Ramona at the time, and it was like sometime pretty soon after the Cedar Fire, if you remember that, where we had to split for a while.
Right.
But I got a call from
Steve Kolbacher.
I thought it was I got a call somehow I got a phone call from Ira, who had heard the Full Faith and Credit stuff from many years ago, and was
And hunted you down?
hunted me down, and kind of was surprised to find me kind of
Not in the music business?
Not in the music business really, and sitting here in San Diego.
Wow.
And mentioned he asked about like charts and things, you know, about all those old charts. And
Right.
It was kind of an interesting thing because when we had to run from the house during that fire, just left all that stuff up there. And so, you know, we actually thought that was going to be all gone.
Right.
So delighted to have some of this, like, not get burned up.
Right, and
get
being
onto a
featured.
CD and get out there for people to enjoy.
Excellent. Chris, do you have a place where people can find out more information about you? Do you are you online, or because there's a bunch of people who I'm sure are as interested in arrangements and you know your history as Ira was and as we are. So, are you out there?
Not really. Maybe Ira's site through.
Excellent. Okay, so through the Big Band Jazz Machine site and through the Big Band Facebook page, can hook up with Chris Brayman, the arranger. Ira, tell us one more time where the band is playing.
We're playing at Bernardo Winery on August 25th, Sunday night at 6:30. And tickets, I believe, are $15 in advance and $20 at the door.
Excellent. And where can folks find out about the band and about that date and about the new disc?
On our Facebook page, Ira B. Liss, Big Band Jazz Machine, or at bigbandjazzmachine.com.
Excellent. Well, Ira, plans for the Big Band Jazz Machine going forward past this?
Sure, we're all set to go back into the studio and start again. We have to give credit also to the Art Institute of California because that's where we recorded it at, and with some wonderful faculty, staff, and students that did a wonderful job with the recording process. David Cole, who runs the program there, a Grammy-winning engineer who teaches at Art Institute of California. I want to give him a special shout-out. And I want to give a special shout-out to all our fans around the world, because there are some out there that are probably listening tonight, and I want to thank you for all tuning in.
Yes, and we want to thank you guys for the work you did. Putting out a big band disc is, I'm sure, not an easy thing, but really appreciate it, and the output is great, and I'm really proud to be debuting it tonight here on the New Jazz Thing.
Thank you.
So we're going to be ending with another tune arranged by our guest tonight, Chris Brayman, and also written with one of the greats in jazz. Chris, tell us a little bit about your tune, Glory, Glory.
This was a song I wrote when I was living in San Francisco. Again, it was probably around 1989, and Maynard was experimenting at that time with.
It's Maynard Ferguson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He was experimenting with a smaller format, kind of changing formats, and my good buddy Ed Sargent called me up and put us together again because it had been like several years since I had kind of seen him. But we got together in San Francisco one day when the band had a day off, and he conveyed to me, a song that he wanted to have done. So we did it for kind of the five-horn band at that time, and he did perform it once, at least once that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
But sadly, he never recorded it and passed away.
Well, then it's awesome that we get a recording here on the new Big Band Jazz Machine disc. So congratulations on all your contributions, Chris, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And Ira, again, thanks for being with us tonight on the New Jazz Thing and keeping Big Band Jazz going.
Thank you for debuting our CD. Appreciate it.
That's Chris Brayman and Ira B. Liss from the Ira B. Liss Big Band Jazz Machine. Their new disc is It's About Time, and this is Glory, Glory. And the number 3 and 4 callers at 619-388-3162. The 3 and 4 callers will pick up the new disc. It's About Time from the Ira B. Liss Big Band Jazz Machine. Callers number 3 and 4, 619-388-3162. Right here on the New Jazz Thing, Jazz 88.3. Excellent. Excellent. That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Chris, really appreciate it. Let's